What's your smooth like back with another video? We got the most generational rivalries in the animal kingdom. Let's get right into it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Monkeys is dead ass like niggas, and it's funny, human, not just niggas, black people. No, niggas isn't human. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do be saying they just don't want to pay bills. Hey, if that, ooh, if that's the fucking case, throw me in. Shit, nigga. Nigga, shit.
Generational hatred it takes to rather have an op alive and crippled than just dead and out the way. It's easy for us to forget, but for most animals,
damn,
it's a jihad from the jump, a gauntlet of grotesquerie, where if you die of old age, you're a spoiled minority, and with millions trying to survive at the same time, that can
donkey kick. Ooh, seen it coming.
Beef. And whether due to competition, an underdog finally biting back, or just an animal choosing problems over peace.
Finna say zebra.
That some animals have a genuine grudge sequence.
That video is crazy.
One, this is technically a remake of an older video, but as a rule of thumb, anything with iPhone 8 quality or Apple headphones for a mic should be disregarded. And two, while the facts and fades might be true, you're gonna hear
no bullshit. As a kid, and it's not even no you know how people be like, when you see certain shit as a kid, you're gonna grow up to be a fucking, you know, like them kids that be fucking watching gore videos as babies or doing gore shit. You like, oh yeah, that nigga gonna be a serial. Watch out for bro. Put him in those classes. It ain't even on that shit. But I used to always watch these insect things, and I think a lot of y'all probably did. I used to hate watching it because I'm like, damn, like that motherfucker, that what you call them niggas, that scorpion destroying that beetle. But it's like I just used to watch them. I used to get the crawlies and shit. I don't know why I watch these hoes, because I used to hate watching them shits die, and then I used to always get the crawlies. But I used to watch the fuck out of videos. Me and my family just put them bitches on something, just watch these shits. Ant versus some. I just used to really want to see who would win too, but I don't know why. I ain't no serial killer either. I used to just watch that shit. It happened every day anyway, so.
With prejudice-laced passion is what comes naturally to these two. Lions and hyenas might have a beef more infamous and more on sight than Tom and Jerry. It's one that involves spawn killing.
You're done. This shit do be. Hey, YouTube. I mean, this animal shit. Y'all shouldn't be able to block it.
On both sides, mind you. And the
wildlife. Oh, you're fucked. I'm not gonna cap, bro. Like I said, if I had a blicky and I seen this shit, I'm popping this nigga, bro. I'm probably popping them too, because I hate these niggas. But like, it sucks. And I know everyone always says it's the wildlife, but it really do suck that these niggas just really be out here. Just because you bigger, you win. Like, that shit not fair. Them niggas don't got. It's literally not fair. They don't want beef with you or nothing. Like in the railroad, if it's a big ass, that's like literally in the railroad, right? Mike Tyson could just walk around and punch on everybody and just do what he want. Which he can, but he really can't, because he'll obviously get arrested shit. But it's like, if they pick on that nigga and he kill your ass, that makes sense. But these niggas just be walking around and these big ass animals just easy food. Like, that's not even fair. That shit not even fair. Then they be teaming up and shit. That should be weak. Can't even go to sleep. You gonna wake up with a leg off and a nigga chewing on your shit, man.
Both are apex predators that start off life as pint-sized cubs, just trying to survive the brutal RNG of life. So
lion, hyena.
None of you, Lord of the Beast ain't a game you want to play, but maybe Beast Lord is. Beast Lord: The New Land is an animal-themed strategy mobile game with not only vivid level designs and a dope.
Hey, Beast Lord, show me a shout out.
Basically, the point guard of the pack, the quarterback of the creature. Kind of speak for themselves, but as a just be a bit.
Bro, don't do this.
Use the code BL777 to score free startups and Beast Lord: The New Land using the link in the description and start writing your Beast Lord story today. But if you're a lion cub, there's about a coin flip chance your story ends before the first chapter, and a laugh-happy Vice trap has a lot to do with it. And obviously, Vice very much versa. But what if I told you this filiform family feud ain't even the worst beef lions have to deal with? You lose tough points when it takes you to press one of them. Nah, but the real is Panther's pursuit of happiness. The animal's so vindictive, folks nicknamed it Black Death.
And the thing is, with these, like, bro, hyenas, that's why I don't like y'all really, because y'all be weak. It's smart, though. It's smart. Y'all doing what y'all have to do. What smart thing. But, bro, y'all be weak with that shit, bro. Then y'all be trying to bite in and run. When he focus on you, you want to run off, and then whenever he not, but that should be weak, bro. Get your ones.
Cape buffalo stand on business, and they'll trap lions in trees for hours, and they'll even hit an Uno reverse and hunt the hunter. And
lions running from buffaloes?
It's no more than weaponize the power of friendship. Say what you will, I've never seen a hyena make a lion look like that. Not to mention they keep away
what the
lion cub, and it's all thanks to mobbing. And mobbing's exactly what you see here, and it's fueled by
my gosh,
a rogue stealth assassin build without the bulk or squad advantage of lions and hyenas, and a highly intelligent, highly social tank of a primate. Divided leopard lunch meat. United and the leopard gets folded like an omelet. You know it's an iconic beef when the kids are involved, and both leopards and baboons will kidnap.
They got that video in here.
With leopards, some say it's a chest play.
They got that video in here. This video is crazy.
baboons have enough foresight to cancel a cub before it can grow up into a
What
problem.
the fuck?
That's not the only theft they commit. Baboons are underrated predators that'll turn a gazelle baby shower into a homicide and a happy meal. Which means baboons aren't above pocket picking other predators. Which makes it wild hypocritical that the same
baboons out there grabbing them niggas like that. He out here suplexing shit.
Which makes it wild
For Nelson? Oh no.
Ruin leopard hunts with an alarm call to warn their prey. It takes a special level of hatred to bred block a predator on the hunt. It's like how we used to think humpback whales were the guardians of the sea for saving other animals from killer whales. Whole time it's an ancestrally traumatized cetacean going out of its way to interfere with orca hunts to make sure the zebras go home hungry. You see, the whale killers will often murk baby whales, and the humpback hood does not let that slide. And it's not just on sight. Any sense is an invitation.
What's these? Oh, it still says lion hyena.
A spike-powered humpback sabotaged a group of orcas after a gray whale calf and proceeded to harass them for 6 hours straight. Seals, sunfish, and apparently even penguins have benefited from the beef. As the humpback motto states, no orca alive shall prosper. And that's on pod.
Big bully shit.
Religiously in this beef, just know when the lights go out, it's a different story. In fact, it's the busted night vision and being the best tree climbing cat that makes it a bane to baboon. So I'd say it's pretty even. And if you're wondering what happened to him, he's fine. And the very next day, he was seen trying a trio of porcupines. So clearly his risk calculator's broken. These baboons have numbers on their side against an athletically disrespectful.
Bro, that is crazy, dude. Like, dude, how the fuck are you doing that on sticks?
On the planet and having to run that fade solo. The tiger's the death stroke of the cat world. A walking sensor subtraction that'll take down gars, crocodiles, and tigers are on record eradicating elephants. They even did bears, including the most homicidal one on the planet. The sloth bear's gotta be the most trigger happy of the bears, and it's all thanks to this thing I just made up called the predator-prey paradox. Basically, it means you're infinitely more fornicated in the fortune department if a moose presses you than if a bear. Because with predators, you gotta convince them you're worth the effort. But an animal that already gets hunted will turn you into a was before they take time to judge your intent. Real-life FOLLUW often gets bodied by tigers and leopards. Also, most of their diet is insects, and the same claws that help them break into termite apartments means they can't just climb from the smoke like some other bears. Which means what you got here is a high-strung insect eater with predator hardware. It's like a giant honey badger, and they're so
nigga, what the fuck? I hope that's fake.
Tigers. Not for no reason, because despite having a bigger population and a wider range,
nigga, who beefing? Who the fuck is beefing? You ain't even said the beef. You just talking about the sloth bear.
Actually murk half the people this floppy-faced anxiety attack does. Well, you see, the thing with tigers, bears can make up to 5% of their diet, and they usually target cubs or moms with cubs. The tiger trauma runs so deep that since tigers have been known to imitate sandbar deer while hunting them, sloth bears got Pavlov into panicking at the sound of real deer. So what you got here is a beef between a predator and a prey ops for fight over flight. Sloth bears will square up to a tiger head on, and the sheer balls of facing them can intimidate inexperienced tigers that don't know any better.
Them bitches look intimidating.
To catch them slipping at the termite mound, ambushing the sloth bear and going for its neck. Because once a slothy has to grapple with a giant house cat, it's up for him. But even then, the equalizer of Asia better come correct, and sloth bears instinctively go for the face, and even in a losing effort, the bear can
it look like they playing.
Especially when it's a mother ready to die about her baby. And I was not kidding, put the aggressive Volca in the higher weight class, and lions have problems. And like any great beef, both sides have a healthy level of respect and fear, where sloth bears usually avoid tigers, and tigers are generally wary of bears. Meanwhile, the next beef has one animal literally praying they don't run into each other. 2020 had a lot of headlines, so many that you probably...
Animal Kingdom is crazy.
These were Asian giant hornets, and they are pretty much black Air Force energy in the form of a bug. Their sting is sharp enough to poke through gear beekeepers normally wear. And their finishing move literally involves decapitating their prey with their mandibles. In Japan, these homicide hornets knock off 30 to 50 people a year, and it's not just people getting put on shirts. They also severely bully bees, and unlike bees, they can sting multiple times, can deliver 10 times the venom, are 5 times bigger, and are built like a tiny armored fighter jet.
Boy,
murder hornets can obliterate entire bees.
I'm so glad these type shits just being what they be saying like Australia and as they just said Japan, nigga. If I seen it, if this thing was after me, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'd do if I wasn't in reach of running, like in reach of getting into cover. Like, bro, if this shit was boy, I'd get under a cover and nigga, what?
Understandably shook, and it was believed only one bug could stand up to the aerial assaults. The praying mantis is straight up oppressive. An ambush hunter that has...
I used to watch them niggas. Niggas, that a crocodile?
They have wings,
nigga, what the fuck?
Because in a world of fight or flight, they've been made their choice. And in 2020, a video would go viral of a mantis murking a hornet, going for brain like a sapio. In the wild, it's a different story, and it's often...
These are what I used to watch.
...packing up praying mantises. They're arguably the only insect that can give 10% of the Furious 5 problems. But as you can see, a mantis won't miss a chance to settle the score, but who has the upper hand in this rivalry? Unfortunately, it might not be who you want. According to scientists, it's usually the mantis taking the L, so much that mantises are actually a well-documented source of food for the hornets. And while God-fearing kung fu roaches get their licks in when they can, pretty much everything has to go right for them to come out.
Bro, praying mantises be boxing.
Terminator termite ripped off its legs before eating it alive. Don't try and tell me this ain't personal. The sad truth is, this hornet was actually anesthetized before it got manhandled. They literally had to nerf the hornet to give rap a W for the mantis. The mantis might not be the answer against the ladybug, but damn it if they don't give them a fight. Hell, so do bees.
Literally eating its brains.
And vibrate so hard, they literally cook the wasp alive.
Yeah.
And while both bees and mantises get their
win that 50v1.
It's beef to have human intervention. But it's not like the next beef, which was 100% caused by humans. The heaviest snake on the planet is the green anaconda, and the second heaviest is currently slithering all over Florida. The Burmese python can be 20 feet long, weigh up to and over 200 pounds, and kills anything from dogs to deer to birds to bobcats. Normally you'd have to go to Southeast Asia to see them, but thanks to
that clip, nigga.
Pet releases, the same predator that puts the noose in nuisance is now a legitimate part of the population. They were first
and you out of your car too.
In 1979. Today, they're hundreds of thousands strong.
These niggas be too risky for me.
In 1992, Florida folded to Hurricane Andrew, which leveled a python breeding facility and allowed them all to escape. Today, it's believed that for every one python that gets sighted, there's hundreds, if not up to 1,000, that don't. And with 30,000 sightings from 2008 to 2010, safe to say Florida's officially finding out. The problem is, back in Burma, they have tigers and leopards to keep them in check. But here, there's only one animal that can hope to stop them. Alligators are a prehistoric assault weapon, and on the rare, they've been known to murk cougars and black bears.
Why the cougar look like a nigga? Why you got a real human facial structure? What the fuck?
And black bears. And as predators without prejudice, they'll
damn
on smaller snakes like the python. The problem is, once pythons get big enough, they'll eventually spin the block and cook gators. So now what you got is a sledgehammer with teeth and a leather straitjacket in an arms race constantly trying to eat each other. And I'm still not doing the beef justice. When the Bane of Burma swallows an alligator, its body goes into overdrive. Its heart rate increases, organs like its heart, kidneys, and liver all get bigger.
That's insane.
Metabolism hits another gear. Not only can a python digest a whole alligator in only a week, if Dr. Steven Secor of the University of Alabama is right, it actually takes less energy for them to down a gator than other options like rats or pigeons. I bet you think that's metal. Wait till you hear what he pulls. Because pythons will actually read their victim's heart rate while squeezing them to death, so they know when to stop. Problem is, alligators can slow their heart rate all the way down to 2 to 3 beats a minute. This means the snake can end up calling it too soon and prematurely start swallowing the gator.
Why are animals so overpowered? They got all these abilities and shit.
Like a messed up jack-in-the-box. Well, they both died, but nothing says beef more than if I'm going down, best believe Death taking this 2 for 1. That's how ugly competition can get. And this is the other side. Foxes and owls have no love lost, for the classic reason of them pretty much having the same grocery list. Also, foxes will swipe owl chicks, and some owls, like the eagle owl, will murk them right back. But it's
these little ass animals.
Arctic fox that run into each other the most, especially with the white Air Force building nests on the ground, and foxes being willing to steal from anyone. Most of the time, though, it's a lot of this, a lot of posturing, and a whole lot of hold me back. Whether it's an owl-fox feud or a reptile dysfunction.
Why is the owl just chilling there? Fuck.
What about a beef between animals working together? Octopus will straight up deck fish in the face. According to science, it's a case of workplace assault. Octopus and fish like groupers often team up to hunt, since the octopus can chase prey through coral crevices, and if the prey tries to do the race in open water, they get got by the grouper.
Damn, that's a hoe.
1, in a partnership, someone's bound to get shorted, and 2, octopus are smart enough to hold grudges and just do stuff out of spite. An octopus named Truman decided he wasn't rocking with one of the researchers, so every time he'd see her, he'd give her the old siphon saltwater shower. Eventually, she would go off to college and then come back months later to visit, and at that point, Truman hadn't been on disrespectful timing in a minute. Yeah, that streak ended the moment he saw her, as he super soaked her on sight. So octopus that feel like they're getting cheated in a partnership are much more likely to get punchy. Sometimes the
boy's really punching.
Fish in line. And sometimes if an octopus got backdoored in the past, they'll just project it all over a new fish that
boy, swinging.
Octopus can hunt with several fish at a time. They'll even get petty and ban the offender from the entire hunting party for the aquatic crime of embezzlement. That's why one of the worst things to beef with is intelligence.
That's crazy.
Just ask coyotes, since ravens and coyotes often end up scavenging for the same scraps, especially when they belong to wolves. But of course, the generational instigator, the raven, will straight up snitch on coyotes trying to pinch off the wolf pack. While he's running for his life, what does a raven do?
Birds is so lucky.
Over him like a helicopter during a police chase. Imagine getting violated by a wolf pack, all because a goth tweety put a hit out. Last thing you want to do is make enemies with an animal smart enough to do something about it. Something a city in South Africa is learning the hard way, because Cape Town's currently being overrun by baboons. And like most things, it's our fault. Because no matter what you tell them, there's always going to be tourists feeding, panhandling primates.
Told you they just don't want to pay bills.
Society runs on bullying, where dominant monkeys will basically steal the lunch money of lower ranks. So not only do baboons not fear humans, but because people kept feeding them, a lot of them see all humans as low ranks and treat them like it.
Damn.
They've gotten OD disrespectful about it. Cape Town baboons have been known to break into houses to raid fridges. They'll mug small children, and you can even get carjacked by a whole troop. Thanks to the Cape Nature Conservation Laws Amendment Act, it's illegal to feed, trap, poison, or kill the monkeys, meaning these habitual line steppers are above.
In your whip is crazy. Taking your dinner is crazy.
Went to court over shooting a baboon after he said 8 of them broke into his kitchen and started attacking him and his wife. But with thug monkeys also stealing crops, some people said it and started fighting back. And not only do the monkeys end up getting hurt or murked, it only makes the baboons lash out even harder. That's not the dental of an animal you want problems with. But at the end of the day, the baboons are just doing what comes naturally, and they wouldn't even have to be on.
They're human, man.
And build a city on their front lawn. Plus, a baboon can go through your trash can and find more nutrition in 30 seconds than it would in 6 hours of foraging. So we can't be mad at them for working smarter. All we can do is what every other animal in this video already does, and just find a way to deal with it. Even if it means a baboon takes your hood pass. But that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink.
He really didn't talk about no damn Rivalries beef at all. But if y'all like it, subscribe to the channel, listen to some y'all. Peace.